Hello and welcome to VisionSwim. Today is day 1, week 3 of our 16-week challenge. Starting off with the warm-up, we have a 1,000-yard build, building the speed and building our underwater streamlines. Starting off with the 300, we are building the underwater streamlines. That is 6 dolphin kicks underwater on your first 25, 7 underwaters on your second, and then 8 and then 9 underwater dolphin kicks on your fourth 25. Repeat that for every set of 4 25s throughout that 300. After all your streamlines, it is a 6-stroke breakout with the strongest and fastest kicks you can do without breathing. After the breakout, go ahead and slow down the pace so that way you guys can focus on your technique and DPS for the remainder of that 25. Then we move on to 2 200s negative split, making sure the second 100 is faster than the first. On the first 100, we have 8 dolphin kicks underwater, followed by 6 strokes in your breakout, and then easy swim the rest of that 25, again, focusing on your technique and your DPS. On the second 100 of that 200, it is 6 dolphin kicks underwater, followed by 6 strokes in your breakout. But this time, do not slow down after the breakout. Keep that speed at its max for the remainder of that 25. This will help ensure that you are doing a negative split. And then we finish off with 3 100s, building each 100. On the first 100, it is 8 dolphin kicks underwater, followed by 6 strokes in your breakout. On the second 100, it is 7 dolphin kicks underwater, followed by 6 strokes in your breakout. And then on that third 100, it is 6 dolphin kicks underwater, followed by 6 strokes in your breakout. Make sure that each following 100 is 5 seconds faster than the one before it. And that wraps up our warm-up. This is a build. We start off with a nice steady pace, and we finish off with that last 100 at an all-out sprint. Our kick set today involves backstroke and a lot more of it. So we start off with 100 freestyle sprint kick on the 145, followed by 3 50s descending in time. Backstroke kick. On the first 50, time base is on the minute. On the second 50, time base is on the 55. And then on the third 50, time base is on the 50. We're going to do that again 3 times through. However, on each round, we add to the 100s freestyle kick. So on the second round, it is 2 100s on the 145, followed by the 3 50s descending in time, 1 minute, 55, and 50. And then on the third round, it is 3 100s kick freestyle on the 145, followed by the 3 50s descending again. From here, let's go on to our streamline set. It is 30 25s, time base on the 50. These are all underwater streamline kicks with the tempo trainer. On the odd 25s, you are doing your streamline kicks on your back, and on the even 25s, you are doing your streamline kicks on your stomach. Make sure that your tempo trainer is set to 1 second or to 0.8 seconds, and making sure we are getting in 2 kicks per second down to per 0.8 seconds. Only decrease that time down to 0.8, starting off at maybe 1 second, then down to 0.95, down to 0.9, or anywhere in between, but only decrease the time if you're able to do big, full, strong body dolphins with 2 kicks per that time. Now, let's get into our challenge set. This week, the challenge set are 3 100s followed by a 50 recovery. For today's challenge set, we are decreasing the time for the 3 100s instead of sticking with just one time base throughout. On the first 100, we have a time base of 140. On the second 100, time base is 135. And then on the third 100, time base is 130. And then the 50 recovery will be on the 130. All right, same time base that we just ended that last 100 on. On each of these, for the 25s, we are building the streamlines with 6 dolphin kicks on the first 25, then 7, then 8, and then 9 streamline kicks by that fourth 25. And remember, these 100s are swam at your fastest 100 competition time plus 10 seconds. When it comes to the 50s, these 50s are going to be recovery sets, but focusing on technique with 6 kicks in your streamline, 6 strokes in your breakout, breathing every 5 strokes, and with a stroke count of 12 strokes per 25 or less. Good luck. Let me know how this challenge set goes for you. Okay, and now for our aerobic set today, we have 3 sets of 3 300s followed by a 100. On the first round of the 3 300s, the 3 300s are without equipment, and the 100 is a recovery kick. Your choice of stroke That includes fly, back, breast, or free, or a combination of. On the second round, the 300s are with paddles on, followed by a 100 kick. And then on the third round, the 300s are with paddles and fins, followed by a 100 kick. And you can keep the fins on for the kick as well. Time base for all the 300s will be on the 4:30, and time base for all the 100s kick will be on the 2 minutes. Make sure that you guys are focusing on the fastest speed, trying to swim these at about a rate of 110 to 105 per 100. And then as we add on the equipment, let's see if we can drop that by 5 seconds per 100. All right, so on the second set of 300s with the paddles on, let's try to bring that down by 15 seconds on each 300. And then on the last round, let's try to bring that down by 30 seconds on each 300 with the paddles and fins from the first 100, or 15 seconds faster from the second round of 300s. And finally, for our stroke today, we are doing backstroke, and the set is as follows. We have 450 swalf. Swalf is something of a golf term for swimming, where we're trying to get the lowest score, and that score is determined by the speed at which you go, so the lowest time on that swim, and the lowest stroke count, so the fewest strokes and the lowest time. Add those together, and that is your swalf score. So we have 450s backstroke on the minute, going for the fastest time with the fewest amount of strokes. That is going to be followed by 275s backstroke sprint. It can be anywhere from 90 to 100% of your top speed. On these 275s, I just want to make sure that with good technique, 8 dolphin kicks underwater, you are getting under your competition time for the 100. So it's not the 100 pace, but just comparing that 75 with the 100 time. So if your 100 backstroke is 1 minute, then I want to make sure that these 75s are all under 1 minute. After that, we do the 450s again, swalf score on the minute for the backstroke, and then we move into 425s backstroke sprint, time based on the 30. These are going to be at your 100 pace. So again, if your 100 sprint time is 1 minute, then I want 15 seconds on each of these 25s with a base of 30 seconds. And then we finish off with a 200 top hat. A top hat is where you take your paddle, you put it on top of your head, and you do your backstroke without that paddle attached to anything. You're keeping that paddle still by not moving your head and by keeping that speed constant and consistent. If your speed varies in any way, aside from building up in speed, but if it drops or you move around too much, that paddle will slip off the top of your head. So this will ensure that you are staying still throughout that entire 200. If you guys want to switch it up with this drill, you can do a bottle on the forehead, that bottle sticking straight out, and making sure that we keep that bottle from falling over. Again, making sure the body does not move. We're doing top half for this one because I also want to make sure that you guys are not dropping in speed. We're either maintaining speed or building up in speed on each of these 25s. Well, that's it for today's set. Good luck. Let me know how the challenge set goes for you and how you feel about this set. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.